And we are recording.
Cool ass. People who are watching, if you have watched our first episode or if this is your first episode that you're watching, please like, subscribe, comment anything you want. If you don't want to comment, that's fine. We don't take offense.
You know what? You know what? Before we do anything, just subscribe. Make sure you subscribe.
Exactly.
We'll wait
Make
for
sure
like 5 seconds.
Because
5
we
seconds.
we don't have to wait, man. They can pause the video.
5 seconds of pause.
There are if you haven't subscribed already, we would really appreciate if you can subscribe.
Subscribe, damn it! It doesn't hurt. Just click the damn
that kind of have
what are you doing?
Don't force them to subscribe. You need to be nice with people. All right?
Subscribe.
Anyway, all right. Moving on.
All right.
Another day, another episode.
How have you been?
Much better, bro. Do you notice anything different in me?
Yeah. A bit of a difference. You are wearing an ash color t-shirt.
No, you. I have shaved my beard.
Oh, yeah. Don't start off with swearing, man. Leave that towards after the 4-minute mark,
Okay.
We are just getting into the topic of our experience here in Australia. It's been 3 years. We haven't really spoken about it with anyone. I just want people to know what the experience is like, and I want them to have a clear picture of how we came to Australia.
I never thought I would be studying here, bro. Like you, I never thought about we would be studying here. I never wanted to study here, get a degree, go back to Lanka. That was not my plan. I never wanted to do something specifically in Australia. That was not my plan either. When I spoke to people and got to know, okay, there were more opportunities abroad, I decided, okay, there was a chance here with, our parents. That was when I thought, okay, I'm going to take it and and do it because, we should be grateful of that opportunity. And I just took it. That's how I decided. It was not, really thinking of, okay, I couldn't get into local university. Now I should think about an abroad university. That was never a plan. I was not really thinking of academics at all at that time. So, because I wasn't doing anything academically at that time.
Yes.
I was doing a lot of volunteer work. I was working a lot. So not really ever thinking of going to university again when it came about. So when it did, I just thought, hey, this is a great chance to start over. As always.
Do you think if our mom is watching this, Ammi think that when you are explaining that she'll be probably going lies?
Of what?
No.
What am
nothing,
I lying
okay,
about?
Never mind. Nothing. Keep going.
I'm not lying. She knows about this.
Yes. There are different variations to the stories that he tells every year.
No, what exactly did I lie about?
No, nothing. All right, so you came to Australia. Why did you choose to come to Australia a month before me?
I think
why December?
No, I actually got the visa before you. That was the reason, no?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. No. I was studying until the end of December. So my story to his was really different because like I was doing my advanced diploma in Colombo before I came here, and I to be honest didn't want to come to Australia. Didn't have any plan on coming to Australia. But my mom was like, it's an opportunity, as he said, you need to be grateful, take the opportunity as you can and go ahead. And I told her, I remember this still up to date, I am only going for a week and I'm coming back after that week. That kind of did not work out. 3 years later, hey, I'm still here.
Yeah.
But yeah, my story was a bit different. I was not, as Menura said, was not planning to study in Australia, was not planning to stay here for long, was just coming to visit my dad and see this idiot and see how my sister was doing. And yeah, that's how it started for us. But to continue on to the story, after the first few months, you traveled around Australia like way more than I did.
Yeah, dude. Like
covered
the
almost all
first
states.
month, I think I did like the first three
So, to
states.
anyone watching, before you say it, bro, to anyone
Mm-hmm.
watching, if you come to Australia, you're not going to get the same experience Menura went through. You're probably going to go through the experience that I went through. So, Menura, tell your story.
I don't think both of us is the right person to talk about when it comes to international
Not
students. We
exactly.
should tell
Not
that
not
first as well
exactly.
because we
Yeah.
were lucky to get the PR from our parents, uh,
From our dad.
from our dad. To be honest, because of that, we were lucky to have that opportunity of traveling a bit, getting
Mm.
around, take some time off. Not really worry about straight away jumping into uni or doing anything like that. So
But I
you
don't
should
think the
mention
same
that
like
area.
apply. For me, like even though I was never a student, I feel like I've lived almost a student life here in Australia,
Yeah,
same
true,
as most of our friends.
true.
But your story was a bit different, where you had
Very,
more opportunities to go
very.
out to and see places.
I for the first 6 months, I didn't really focus on the like what I need to do getting into uni wise because I was thinking of trying to find work and then traveling a lot. That's what I was doing.
Sometimes do you feel like this could be like a personal therapy session? I feel like we talk more than we normally talk.
Personal therapy with Chanura and Menura.
Now I can hear you properly again.
Therapy. It's something to do with your headphones then.
What in my headphones? No,
Mm.
you need to talk more to your mic.
Dude, I'm talking to my mic.
Okay,
What
never
do you
mind,
want
never
me
mind.
to do? Like give a blowjob to it or something?
Yeah, I don't think you should say that on the air. All right, there are folks watching that could be children.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why are you watching this? Go watch a cartoon or something.
All right. So keep going. So yeah, no. So
What was I saying?
Menura had an experience, but Menura had more experience to
In
go
this
out and
episode,
see other
Chanura is the one
states.
who's hosting. So just to let you know, he's trying to.
It, I'm not trying to host or anything. I'm just trying to say, like, the different sides of the story. All right, we should get to the nitty gritty of it.
Nothing
So
to nitty
let's
or gritty.
not the nitty gritty, just to like really fast forward the story. I feel like we are telling month by month, whereas we should be going year by year. All
When
right,
you when you
independent.
decided when you decided that you were gonna come to Australia, what was your first initial thought about moving to a first world country? What was your
Did not
first
want
thought?
to do it.
No, not like
First
that.
thought, hmm.
Not like that. Of the country, of
Oh,
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah. And has it changed?
Honestly, honestly, I always thought Australia, and I mean, everyone knows this. Australia is one of the leading countries, and
Yes.
everyone should be excited to go to Australia. What? What am I saying?
Why are
Is
you
that not
doing?
the answer that you're looking for? Why you said to slow it down?
That's too slow. Would you
All
be
right, all
did
right, all right.
what was your
Direct to the
idea?
answer.
What was your idea?
I don't know. I didn't know what to think about. I just knew it was a huge country, and I enjoyed the thought about going to a country to visit it.
Mm-hmm.
It excited me for a few
Mm-hmm.
seconds, and then I thought about other personal stuff, and the excitement went down. Short enough for you?
But before you came.
Yeah, before I came. Yeah, so I got the call when I was in uni, and I was with my friends,
Mm-hmm.
saying that I have a chance to go. My visa is approved, and yeah, I didn't have an immediate thought. I just got excited for a few seconds, thinking, okay, yay, I'm going on a plane. I get to go to another country, which I haven't done in so long before
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
I was excited for that part, but I wasn't like, what, all right, this is going to be a new start. This is because I already loved what I have had in Sri Lanka. Like,
Yeah.
I like the friends that I had.
Yeah.
I was enjoying what I was doing.
Yeah.
I had an okay job. It
You
was
know
all
what?
right for me.
You
Like,
know what
oh,
I thought
mm,
of Australia, and this is where I think it went wrong for me at the start
mm,
itself. I really thought that Australia was, a place where everything is gonna be much, much better for me. Life is
mm,
gonna, go 100 miles an hour for
yeah,
success. I'm gonna be at the
yeah.
top by 22, doing great things. Uh, you know, so having a lot of money,
how
having
how
all of that.
old were we when we moved? 3 years ago. That was like what we were
20,
21, 22.
oh shit, sorry, 23. I was thinking a year ahead. Like 23. Okay.
He's lying about his age now, ladies and gentlemen.
So 23. I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna have everything I want. That's the idea I had. Like I thought, okay, this was paradise. I actually thought that. And first month when I was going around the country and doing all of that, I actually felt that as well. I was
Yeah.
feeling, okay, this is going right for me.
Mm.
And I had a huge problem of not appreciating what I had at the time.
Yeah.
So I've, I noticed that after like 6 months being in Aussie, I noticed that okay, I haven't truly appreciated what I actually had back then,
Yeah.
which was pretty much everything I wanted right now. If
Mm.
we can get to that, but uh, like coming to Australia, there was, like it changed so quickly after that first month. Like when you really start to put your foot down and do uni, do work, and not just work. Right, this is like trying to find work, do all the adult stuff of getting
Yeah.
rejected all the time, and then thinking about, oh shit, what am I going to do now? How I'm going to do uni, what exactly I'm
Yeah.
going to do in uni, and is it the right thing I'm doing? What are the people thinking about me right now in back in Lanka? How are they faring? Comparing yourself to others, and really having not having the right people around as well. Those things, when it affected, like being in a good country is all right, but those things really affect you in like double impact.
The thing I think everyone needs to realize, and like what we realized with our experience, was at the end of the day, who you have by your side is yourself. And if you're not happy with who you are, then you need to look into becoming better.
I don't think we ever talked about this between us either. But that move where you decided, okay, screw it, I'm just gonna go by myself and do it by myself. You said you're gonna move
Mm.
to the city. What changed? Like, did you think, okay, that's did you just make it as a risk, or was that a strategic move where you said, okay,
To be
being
honest,
doing it
I
alone is much better, or just because
no
not
no
a
no
lot
no.
of people would want to
Uh,
say, okay, no, I'll rather live with my parents for as long as they support me. I'm just happy because I had
mm.
that support. I can save up the money and all of that. But you made the move where you said, okay, I'm just going to do it. Go back a step and then see what I can do.
I just wanted the feel of freedom, and that kind of drove me into making my decision. Where I was like, even if it's a risk, I want to do
Mm,
it.
yeah,
I know it's a risk, because I remember I had to pay my uni fees, like a lot of money I had to pay it,
yeah,
and I was doing so many jobs at that time. And like when I paid it, I realized I can do all this and stay on my own and like actually grow up. I didn't want to be that guy who was like, I didn't want to be held back. I wanted to have my own freedom. I
yeah,
wanted to take that risk, because I knew even when I was paying that uni fees, I was taking a risk, still giving all that money, whatever savings I had, to that place, which I didn't
yeah,
really care about. Like,
yeah.
as most of us would feel like we don't really care about uni, but we have to get through it. When did that, I realized, you know what, I can do the same thing with living situations as well. Maybe just take a risk, move out. And I really wanted to stay with Damsit as well, because we were really, at that time, we was like hanging out
Aw,
a lot. And yeah,
aw, cute.
not that I like, it's like
Cute.
I have to stay with him again, but like we were talking about it, and it built up to a situation where we decided, all right, we're gonna move. But
Mm,
I still remember we didn't find a place until like a week before we made the move, because we
mm,
couldn't actually get any applications approved.
yeah,
But at the end, we made a move, and like it was a good decision, where it gave me more freedom to become who I am.
yeah.
uh, this was the end of when we were doing She Twins, and like this was towards the end, and like
Let's
where I had to
let's
take a decision.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off, bro. Look,
All good.
let's
What's let's?
here's the thing. I think the best thing we could do here is to tell, because when we discussed about this
Mm,
specific episode, our point was to make sure that people understand the five things that people actually don't know when it what it actually feels like to move and be an immigrant in a
mm,
country like this, and
mm.
also some good things that we have learned about being in a
Yeah.
country like this. So let's you know do point by point what exactly we have learned going through our separate journeys. Because even though
We
we
have points.
we look alike or we don't have points. Let's just make up some because we can think. Uh,
Oh my god,
yeah.
you sound so arrogant. Are you okay, bro?
What do you
Chill,
mean?
calm.
What do you
We
mean?
don't have points. We'll make up points. Ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen, it's that time of
bro,
the day for Menura where he is very serious.
making up points. If I have to ask you, saying, name something that you have learned after being in Australia for 3 years that you probably didn't know when you came here at the start, what would it
Uh,
be?
uh, white girls don't like brown guys that much. Even though I have a white girlfriend right now,
Oh,
that completes that
what
completes
the
what common
hell?
misconception of people coming to Australia, especially guys.
That
Uh,
we think that white girls like us?
all right, comment right now if you think I'm right. I'm just saying I am
No,
correct. All right, yeah, I
no.
don't care. I'm just saying my points, okay?
So you thought that white girls like you more in front of our? I don't know why I'm asking you this. Is there
I'm
anything
just
else?
saying. All right, I have more. I have more. Second point is you feel you like okay. This is actually true though. You do have more choices over here, but
Mm,
those choices are very expensive.
that's true.
You
That's true.
the thing that no one should do is you don't come into the country thinking I have more choices
Yeah,
if you don't have the money to spend on it. All right, so you
but
need to come in with a
but
different.
can I add to that?
Mm.
Um,
I need to sit straight, man.
most of all, I don't get how podcasters do this. Um,
I think they have more comfortable chairs.
that's true. Someday.
Kmart එකේ ඉන්න මේ අරන් මම නම් මේක එළියෙන් ගත්තේ අර පිකප් පොයින්ට් එක. අර
Let me
ගෙදරින් එළියට
tell me.
විසික් කරන්න.
Let me tell this
Okay, so
point. Point is important. So what was I going to say? Damn it. So I think a lot of people change their profession or the career path they think of doing at the start when they come to when how they are now. Like I've changed definitely, thankfully to the right thing I want to do. You've changed. Have you? Oh no, you haven't. Okay, a lot
what do you
of
mean I
people,
haven't changed?
not you, but a lot of people do that, right? Some people make that sacrifice and do that. So that opportunity is always there here, where you would
Yeah,
do things that you never expect to do back in Sri Lanka. Like,
definitely.
and it's like the most important thing, especially when people like as
Yo,
students we dream of doing that. That's what we want,
keep
right?
talking, keep talking.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna do like a video within a video where this is going on Instagram right now,
as
live.
students that we dream of becoming, something that we always wanted to do and love, and we
Did you
always
just go motivational just for the purpose that I'm putting an Instagram video?
always fake it on Instagram. Always fake it on Instagram. Okay, the what I wanted to say was, we always want to do what we love, and here that opportunity is much more available other than back there. That is true. Um, but in saying that, as you said, it's very hard to get to. Like not a lot of people, especially when international students start, they have to do their part of that list in order
Yeah,
to specific subjects so that they get that
to
score.
get the points. Yeah,
Yeah, so that sucks. Honestly, that sucks. I really feel for them. Some people really don't get it. Then they have to go regional to get the PR in order to get the sponsorship. If they want to get it, like there's a lot of
you
shit
know what
that
we
goes
should
on.
do? I feel like
Mhm.
we should have called someone who is actually an international student and done this because
Get
they would be
Vihan.
able to chip in as well.
Get Vihan. Call him.
No, 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 no. Let's just do that another day. It's just the second episode. We'll
Yeah,
get other
true.
people on another day
No,
and
there's
talk
so many
about it
people that
more
we can talk about.
elaborately.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's true. Like to be honest, it's not a easy choice of making those. Like you come here and you decide on what you want to do. I feel
Mm.
like everyone should come in with a plan. One tip I would give everyone, and I hope you actually listen to this because this is actually a serious point. All right, no laughing.
Mm.
You need to make sure that you go on your webs. What are you laughing for? Poda inna, I'm
Why
making a
did you have
serious
to say
point
no
here.
laughing?
All right. Again, back to normal.
Okay, so
Let
go
me
ahead.
just say it again. All right. You need to make sure you get on your bloody phones back home and go on these applications which you have jobs which are available in Australia, Melbourne, Sydney, wherever, and you apply for them before you come to Australia.
For
This
sure.
is like one of the most
For
important things
sure.
anyone can ever tell you. They
Yeah.
seek. All right, if you want links, I bet Menura can put down links in the bottom. Just go on these applications, just like not
Mm.
applications or whatever, and get like look for jobs, apply for jobs. Like put down your address and number as your relative's number over here or wherever you can stay.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be the correct one. All right,
If
do this because
if
I applied for over 200 or 300 jobs before I came here, and that was
mm,
like a 2 weeks big program for me. So if anyone wants to like help their parents out or like send money back home, if you are that's your purpose in coming to Australia. And
nah, bro. I
huh?
think you went back a bit and then came back. That's okay. Go ahead.
දැන් ඇහෙනවද?
Mm.
මොන කෑල්ලද මිස්සුනේ මං ආයි කියන්න.
Send back can come back to money something. Send back can.
Let me say that again. If you want to send money back home, or like why? If you missed it, you need to hear me properly. If you want to send money back home, or like save money for something important that you have to buy for your girlfriend back home, or whatever, like whatever the reason, if you have a purpose, you need to start working on it before your visa gets approved, before you come over here. Because don't expect to come to Australia and to everything to fall into place, which is exactly what my brother did, and he will tell you firsthandly how it works out. All
I
right.
saw where this
Now
was
it's your
going.
turn. Now it's your turn. Tell it.
Here's the
Is it
thing.
not true though? Is it not
Yeah,
true? No,
here's
no.
the thing. I
It's a
don't want to get
yes.
into
It's a
get
yes.
too.
It's a yes or no question. All
It's
right.
a yes.
Do
It's a
yeah.
huge yes. But I
Yes.
will also say this. Um, I don't want to get too personal because
Don't have to get personal. Just
yeah,
say that if it works.
it's
Uh,
not easy as you think. Like I'll if you have to not listen to this whole episode and listen to only one thing, I'll tell you this. As students who dream of coming abroad and studying, because a lot of people have this, they want to go abroad, they want to start a new life, they want to get away from a third world country and do that. Just think for a second before you come abroad because you might have everything you need there. Over here,
good point.
to start over, it's not as easy as you think. Just because everything is because you have good Wi-Fi and all of that, it's not
Good
easy.
Wi-Fi. That's your point.
Like a lot of people think, like you have all the good technology and everything here, doesn't mean that your
එයා
life will
කියන්නේ
be
අනිත්
sorted.
පැත්තෙන් ගෙදර Wi-Fi තියෙනවා නම් ලංකාවේ ඉන්න.
Oh,
මෙහෙත් Wi-Fi ඒ වගේම තමයි.
like there is so much
that should be a
of
quote.
men.
That should be a
There's
quote.
good Wi-Fi
ලංකාවේ
තියෙනවා
Wi-Fi
නම්
තියෙනවා නම්
ලංකාවේ.
ඔස්ට්‍රේලියාවේ Wi-Fi හොයාගෙන ඉන්න එපා. මෙහෙත් Wi-Fi එක එහෙ Wi-Fi එක වගේම තමයි. තාම 5G ඇවිල්ලා නැහැ. 5G තියෙන්නේ පොඩි
Oh,
තැන්වල විතරයි.
I mean, uh, there's
No, go
so
back
much
to your story. Go back.
mental stress that people go through here, and they don't
Oh,
even
for
show.
sure.
You will have to do 3 jobs, uh, and study full time, and then pay for your bills, pay for your car registration, rent, ROI, MEVI. Like there's so much. You talk to so many people here. Talk to your friends. Do all of that before saying yes to coming to a country, whether it be
Yeah.
Australia, whether it be
I
the
mean,
US,
yeah.
Canada, whatever. Because
If
there's
we
so
can
much.
help,
Hold on,
if
hold on, hold on.
mm.
There's so much of people
Anyone else think he's
everywhere.
dragging out a bit?
So much people everywhere
No,
that
no.
thinks that it does not go, that they thinks they will do so much better than they're already doing, and then fuck it up big time. That's a 90% of people, of students who do it. Only like
Is that a true
10%.
statistic?
No, I don't think so. But 10% only who will actually
Every time,
be okay.
every time someone says 90%, I know for a fact that's not true.
No,
If
I'm
you
just
said
saying.
87%,
I'm just saying
I would have
that's
believed
the
it.
that's the level of people, amount of people who actually struggle
Hmm,
coming here. Athane, bro.
definitely. Hmm.
Like people are not happy here for a long
No,
time
Mehmet, the
until they are
thing
like,
is,
okay, now I'm okay.
if you
Kinaka.
are not prepared, if you're not prepared to do it on your own, if you're
Yeah,
not prepared to face what's going on, actually, regardless if it's a first world country or third world or whatever,
doesn't matter.
those things don't matter. Those
Mm,
things don't matter because, like, at the end of the day, you need to have a purpose. You need to have a
yeah.
goal that you're working towards. Not a girl. You need to have a goal that you're working.
Was
All
like,
right. Not a
even if it's
girl.
a
I didn't
girl,
mean to say.
it's a good goal. I mean, ලංකාවෙන් ආව කියලා හොඳ ස්කෝලකට ගියා කියලා හිතන්න එපා මෙහෙ ඔක්කොම හම්බෙයි කියලා. Like
Yeah.
that's
No shit, huh?
just because you come from one of the best schools in the country, you're nothing here. No one gives
One of the best schools,
two
Kiwama Mess.
shits about where you come from or who you are. That
Doesn't
is
matter. It
that is
doesn't matter if you're
absolutely
from Colombo or if
uh,
you're matter from your candy. It doesn't matter
or
if
you're from
you're
some
from another.
from good
Yeah,
doctor's son or daughter.
yeah.
Who cares?
Eva Vadanne. Yeah,
Yeah.
you are all one person over here. There's no class distinction over here. All right, you won't be treated differently
But
unless
that's
you
the
are like
good thing.
royalty in
You
some
should
other way.
like
That's a good thing.
we have
Exactly.
learned to be always open to do whatever in order to get some money or make sure that we do what we love. Like I've like I don't know if this is bragging, but in order to do films, to get into film sets, I told this, got a lot of laughs from these guys when I said I was delivering coffee all the time, 12 hours a day. To start off, but that's how you start. That's always how you
Oh,
start.
we were laughing.
Yeah, of course you will. Otherwise, who am I?
Yeah, because you don't know how to make coffee.
Exactly. I don't how to know. I don't know how. I was doing instant coffee, but sometimes
Which
I
is
would
the
go.
worst.
I would go to the other shops and get the good coffees because they were paying for everything. But that's what I did to make sure that I was on the sets all the time, seeing what was happening, and then I got a little bit more to do
It's not.
always.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the thing that a lot of people here do. Make sure they start somewhere, do cleaning, do all of that to get somewhere. A lot of, Lanka cleaning jobs. And you have to be open to that. Whether you're a doctor's son, a doctor's daughter from Lanka, or whether you were a doctor in Lanka, you have to be open for that.
Doesn't matter. So 3 years afterwards, my experience in Australia, and let's just fast track this more. I think I, as personally, have achieved most of what I wanted to achieve when I was this age. Job wise, I have improved so much. That's why I work so hard and I wanted to put more effort. That's why I was away from Instagram just to avoid all those distractions that I had. I wanted to be a better person. I wanted to know who I am and make sure that I work towards it and get to the goal where at work I'll be the best. Every damn day I walk into work, I wanted to be the best. And I think I have got to that point where people respect that, like, that attitude, that personality I bring towards that. And yeah, so for me, I have got a house now. I've moved away from the city. I have got a good 4-bedroom place, living with my girlfriend, making
You didn't
big
have to
move
say four
decisions.
bedroom,
Yeah, I said it to make
Such a
more
flex.
dramatic.
Such a flex,
Dramatic.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's a
God.
flex because, like, I
4 bedroom.
want to flex that out. All right.
4 bedroom.
If you want a video tour, please go on to my Instagram and send me a DM. I will do a
Four
video tour
bedroom.
for you personally.
I got a 4 bedroom house.
It's two studios. It's two studios and 3
and
dining.
4 bedrooms with
I
two
really don't.
toilets and a dog kennel.
I didn't even say toilets, but thank you for bringing that up. So what we have, all right, never mind. No, I'm just saying, if you work towards what you want in life, you get it, and
You
sometimes
get
you have
the
to make a
4 bedroom.
sacrifices. And like it's still two different stories to what Menura is doing and what I'm doing, where his story is still different. He's still working
4 bedrooms.
towards.
I don't have 4 bedrooms.
No,
That's the difference.
No, but that's the reality of it. Probably we won't be able to. Like, I don't know if people will be traveling to Australia anytime.
Here, the best part is you can book
Caravan parks,
caravan parks or cabins or
campsites.
campsites for so little, of a price, and then travel in the weekends whenever we get some break, and go for long drives, do all of those in such little time, that it's such a good relief. Like most of the trips that we have done of Chanura has covered what, three states, four states. How much have you covered?
What, me?
Yeah,
No,
so
I've
far
only done two states.
two
Three,
states.
three, three.
My bad.
Three, three, three.
Uh,
Three, three. Tasmania.
yeah, exactly. Three states. I've done the same. It's the more you do like those kind of stuff. There are a lot of people here that I've spoken who have been here for 20, 30 years, who has not gone
Who
outside
does?
Melbourne, who has not gone outside.
Mm.
People who know in Melbourne would know this. Like, I've not gone out of Dandenong, or not gone out of Glen Waverley. Like people like that. I don't think that we should be advising people who are already here because they already know this shit. People who are in Lanka really should know that if you're ever coming to somewhere like Melbourne, or if you're ever coming to going abroad to a first world country, the opportunity that is there is that you get to travel more easily.
I don't think we should emphasize on traveling because it's a very pandemic situation that is going on right now in
Not
the
right
world.
now,
But
of course. Come on, don't be
when
dumb.
you get the when you get the chance to travel again, we are not like, this kind of conversation could be heard by the government and then they will shut it down because we are
No,
not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
travel
We are not telling people
later.
to, but we're just talking about our experience where traveling was one of our main stress reliefs. Like, because we did that, we enjoyed the experience a bit more, and it kept motivating us to do more in this country. At
For
the end of
sure.
the day, it's all about living. It's not
Mm,
about just working towards goals or whatever,
yeah,
because goals comes and goes. You
yeah.
have to live as well. So it's about enjoying yourself. The most thing is, Melbourne especially is a perfect place to enjoy yourself. There are so many opportunities, there are so many things you can do, there are plenty of restaurants, plenty of places to visit, plenty of people to get to know. So like, it's a very
Yeah.
diverse city where you can get to know so many do things,
And don't
meet
believe,
so many
like,
people.
again, I'm going back to a bad thing here, but don't believe everyone who posts on Instagram or wherever saying that, just going abroad, they are having such a good time. They're not really having a good time. If you see that from your friends, everyone is struggling, but they're also trying to do better by, doing what we just said, like, doing the traveling
All
parts
about
and being
positivity. It's all about,
being
it's
with
all about that.
friends. But everyone is struggling, especially as students. Everyone is struggling, having their own struggle. They just don't want to show it on Instagram. But don't, see that and say Australia or whatever the country, US or whatever, is a great place to be. I want to go there. That's, if you're in Sri Lanka and if you have everything that you want and you're good with that, it's okay to be there. Sri Lanka is not a
Hmm.
bad place. We wish we could be there. A lot of people here, when we meet, we talk
At
about,
the
I
end of
wish
the
I
day,
was
I
home.
feel like,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, we will always do something for our country. We will always come back and do something. It's only because we, like, for myself especially, I know I love it so much that I really want to do something for the country one day. Take
Hey,
all this
is that
experience.
my jersey?
Take.
I just realized.
Nah, this is mine. Why can't
The
two people
hell?
have two different jerseys that
Is that
looks the
is that
same?
your is that your one?
Yeah.
No, you idiot. That's mine.
Yeah, that's yours, but that's mine now because I've been having it for weeks. Anywho, getting back to the point.
If you want to ask questions about coming to Australia, we are not the experts. We are not counselors to give you proper advice. We are just
Especially
saying
not Menura.
exactly.
So I hope you enjoyed the story about where we came to Melbourne, and we, had a story to tell about it. As we said
I
earlier,
forgot
we
to
are
tell
not
you. Did you
advising.
realize? Did you realize
We are
that
not
we
advising.
talked about the tea party last time, and I have tea now.
We are not doing a tea party. Okay,
That's called continuation.
it's not a tea party. Okay.
Continuation.
Anyway, if we didn't want to advise anyone of doing anything, this is just
Our
us
story.
talking about our stories.
If you
Yeah, if
like,
you liked it, just let us know, and hit that like button down there and subscribe,
subscribe.
and because we will talk more and keep
Exactly.
talking about things that we like to talk about.
Follow us on
If you have any
Instagram, Street
ideas,
Twins
follow
Official.
us. And yeah,
Listen to the
is that what
podcast.
it's
If
called?
if yeah,
I
come
thought
on,
it was
man.
street tweets underscore official.
No, there's no underscore on it. It's just Street Twins
Okay.
Official. If you want to
Street
listen
Twins
to this
official.
on
A
audio
big
format,
big
hold
shout
on.
out. A big shout out to our friend Gals Indwara for doing up a logo.
Oh, whoa, wait. What's his Instagram name?
Introvert.
Introvert at Introvert. Follow
Introvert.
him.
Yeah.
He's got.
Follow him. Some crazy good skill for
I didn't
doing.
even know he had skills like that, bro. I
I
mean,
know
that's pretty good.
exactly.
Not bad at all, man.
Uh,
Bro,
we love that. We will be giving
love
out
you,
more
bro.
shout outs to people that we appreciate.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed watching this show.
And
Anyway,
I couldn't
until
finish. I
next
couldn't
time.
finish this. If you don't want to watch our faces, if you only want to see our voices, see our voices, hear our voices, go listen to this on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast from. It's
Yeah,
called
follow us
The
on
Street Twins
Spotify.
Show. This is called The Street Twins Show. That's what we are going with right now. We might change that later on. Probably not. We'll see you in the next episode. It's going to be uh, hopefully so much more better. Okay.
What do you mean? This was all right. We just talked for an hour and you say it's not good.
I did say that. I said it's going to be better. It's good to be better.
Yes.
My
Yes.
God.
Anyway,
Okay,
until next
literally.
time. Jai Veva. Sapping in the.
Bye.